So we're off on another one of our adventures. Headed up to Gettysburg to ride the Gettysburg Railroad.
Oh, he's been out.
Traveling over the Potomac River, leaving Virginia, going into Maryland.
Welcome to Maryland.
And heading north up to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. We did run into a fair amount of rain on our way up. Follow behind a lot of trucks on these single lane roads, navigating ourselves through the rain. Watched the scenery go by as we drove through all the small towns on our way up to Gettysburg. Watched the rain fall. Drove through a covered bridge, which was really very cool. In fact, I think it was Teresa's first covered bridge. We got up to Gettysburg. We were about an hour or so early. Both of us were hungry, so we stopped in at the Lincoln Diner to have a good old-fashioned diner breakfast. I had a Western omelet, which was actually very good. Teresa had a bacon, egg, and cheese omelet with spinach, I think. Sat at the window, had a great breakfast, and then headed over to the railroad station. Here we see an example of how not to park. The guy is just far over enough to make the space next to him too tight. Too tight to park. Yes, we are going on a railroad trip. A short one. Hour and a half. Gettysburg Scenic Railroad, or whatever they call it.
Yes.
The most important part.
Yes.
Gotta have a restroom.
Yes.
Especially for old folks like us, right? Tickets, will call. Gift shop. They've got a gift shop. There she is, always looking for gifts. I get the excuse, Christmas. Gift shop was actually pretty cool. Had a lot of your typical tourist type gift things that you would see, but it was inside the old station. Looked really cool, and they had a ticket booth there. Very nice lady, giving you information. So I did some investigation on the locomotive, and apparently it is an EMD GP 15-1. It was built sometime in the late 70s. It started its life as a Conrail locomotive and then, of course, moved to CSX. And then I believe it was bought by LTEX and is now serving its life being leased by LTEX to the Gettysburg Railroad. And of course, it's number 1863 in honor of the Battle of Gettysburg.
So the rolling stock here is absolutely beautiful, at least from the outside. Very well done, very well maintained. How you doing?
Try not to get in your video.
That's okay. We are walking down to car 1862. Apparently we are in the first car. We have to walk all the way down to Steve. Is that his name, Steve? How are you? He told us, yeah. Okay, we're good to go.
To the left here.
Up to the left.
Left. Use the handrail and wipe it out.
Up to the left. Push. Oh, look at this.
What side do you want to sit on?
I want to sit with a table. Hey, Lauren, take a look at this. This is very, very, very similar to what we want to do.
Yeah.
Pick a spot. You want to sit on the couch? You want to sit across from each
This
other?
is good.
Okay.
We're both at a window
Okay.
instead of having something like this in between us.
Yeah, this is absolutely cool. Wow. Very, very cool. Wonderful soft leather seats. Very nice.
I'll send these pictures to Lauren because I don't know how. Okay, right here. Because we got the window.
Say hi to the camera.
Hi to the camera.
I want to run out of battery.
Where do you sit? Yes. I could choose this one in the car so when people
Wow, they got a whole excursion map, so we can see where we're going. Sweet.
So we did sit for a little while waiting for the train to depart, took in the view and enjoyed the beautiful cars, nice soft comfortable chairs, looked out the window, watched the people come by. And then we were told that the concession car was open, which was just ahead of us. They converted a baggage car into a concession car, and it was really cool to take a look at. We were headed down to the concessions car. Wow. Wow. We got popcorn, candy, sodas. Nice. I'm fine. I just wanted to see it. Oh, and look. Sweet. Somehow or another, I got stuck in here. How are you? Good, good.
No, but I mean, I can't. She can't even get it on. She's not good.
And then it was time to depart and head north to our destination.
Deep into the heart of Adams County, Pennsylvania. We will travel through open farm pastures and dense woodlots, across ancient creeks and streams, eventually reaching the bountiful apple orchards at the foot of the South Mountain. While this town is best known for the Civil War battle that took place here in 1863 in Abraham Lincoln's famous Gettysburg Railroad, there is a deeper history to this land. A story that goes beyond the battle.
Oh, we can't see the
The
college.
two locomotives used are the 1863 freight locomotive and the 1786 grain locomotive. This unit is being renumbered to 1786, a number of special significance as it is the year Gettysburg was founded.
We traveled out past Gettysburg University. And then into a small freight yard. Not exactly sure what the yard is used for. If you know, you can make a comment down below. Let me know.
In July 1863,
But the yard goes through a Y where we went north.
an unfinished extension parallel Chambersburg.
We passed over a few railroad crossings.
When now entering the area, the eternal sounds of artillery fire,
Saw a few
heard by Gettysburg
older
civilians
farms with some
as they
pretty cool
sheltered in
old
their
farm
homes
buildings.
awaiting the end of the battle. There were more than 600 cannons in use during the Battle of Gettysburg. and during the bombardment before Pickett's charge on July 3rd, 200 cannons were firing at the same time.
But for the most part, the scenery is exactly what you see out the window. Mostly greenery, mostly woods, mostly brush, some wetland area, the occasional cow as we would pass by another farm. And that's really about it.
During this era, rail passenger coaches were often named after inns, reflecting the historical practice of travelers using inns for lodging. This tradition likely started with early coach designs inspired by stagecoaches, creating a sense of a 72-seat coach for World's Fair service. It later went to the Penn Central and then New Jersey Transit. The car was retired in 1989 and sold to the United Railroad Historical Society. Greenlee purchased it for use on the Blue Train in 1991. The car was used exclusively by the Torrey's family globe of steel riders, as these performers rode 8 motorcycles in a steel sphere for Greenlee. Purchased by Pax Rail in 2017, the car was renamed the Elmira Inn. The GETR 1863. South Mountain is the northern extension of the famous Blue Ridge Mountain Range in Tennessee, Virginia, and Maryland.
South Mountain, is that where the
The
creamery
range
is?
extends about 70 miles from the Potomac River to Dutch. And during the Civil War, it served a critical role in disguising the movement for invading Confederate forces.
Oh, that's a big one.
Alas, largely due to its popularity as the site of one of the largest battles in American history, 25 presidents have visited Gettysburg since Washington.
Anybody know what president lived in Gettysburg? Eisenhower. That is correct.
Much of the route of the Gettysburg and Harrisburg Railroad line passed through undeveloped farmland. Several stops were just platforms set up next to farmlands, providing locals with an opportunity to deliver their goods to a larger market. One of these stops was Table Rock Station, which we will pass momentarily.
You're welcome. You go out that way, correct that direction, save you a few steps. Take care.
Thank you, Steve.
Bye, Lydia.
Bye-bye, thank you. Well, that was fun. It was a little less scenic than I was expecting,
Yeah.
but it was
It
enjoyable.
was no fun. It was very relaxing.
Yep. And the inside of those cars are absolutely beautiful.
Yes, they are.
Very impressed with how well the equipment is kept.
So at the end of the day, the scenic part of the Scenic Railroad wasn't all that scenic. But it was still a very enjoyable time. The cars are absolutely beautiful, very well maintained, nice and comfortable inside. The staff is wonderful. They were a lot of fun, very accommodating. And overall, the trip was worth it. We had a great time. Would likely go do it again. Hope you had a good time watching the video. And please remember to like and subscribe.